Within the FIRE movement, there are actually subcategories, and honestly, I don't really go into these subcategories that much. I like the principle of FIRE, and I think that we should all aim for an organic FIRE. Organic meaning that you go with what you currently spend and earn, and how much you currently need in your own life, and base your financial independence off of that. Now, I'll go through the different types of FIRE with you right now. There is lean FIRE. This is if you are planning to have lower than expected expenditure in retirement. So this is what I've previously touched on, saying that you could successfully retire early, but you could live in poverty in retirement. And that's not really the life I want for you. If that's what you choose, more power to you, but that's not the life that I want for you. I want you to live a rich and full life. There is the coast FIRE movement. In this movement, this is the group of people that don't necessarily want to retire early. They will save and invest to a point in their life where they no longer need to save and invest anymore, and they could allow their investments to grow in the background, essentially coasting through life, doing what you would normally do, working anything you want while your investments grow in the background. There is the barista FIRE movement. This one's an interesting one. So it's not gaining financial independence to retire early. It is gaining just enough financial independence so you can choose which job you want and work part-time. So doing a small amount of hours. So you're still working, but you still have a job. You aren't fully financially independent. You're still relying on the part-time work, but it's a middle ground between complete financial independence and retiring early to complete full working like most people do. So it's a middle ground in there. It's a nice one to think about. Another part of the FIRE movement is cash flow financial independence. Cash flow FI. So with cash flow FI is focused on generating different income streams. So you are diversified. So you have many different forms of income. So if you lose a form of income, then other forms of income continue to pay you. Now, we do touch on this. We will be touching on this in the Millionaire Status course that is coming afterwards. This is definitely more in line with topics in that course, which is about creating different forms of income streams. That is not for this course here today, as this is more the fundamentals of financial independence and organizing the basics and having the defensive approach so you can create that great foundation for your financial strategy. Organic FIRE. This is not something I've seen online. It's just my version of FIRE, what I call it, organic FIRE. I'm sure I'm not the only one to come up with this, and maybe someone else has called it the same thing. But organic FIRE to me is knowing your current expenditure and your current life. Is it reasonable? Are you suffering with hardship? If you are suffering with hardship, then you need to up your expenditure goal to a life that is comfortable for you. If you are quite comfortable in life from a financial point of view, then your current expenditure, what you are paying out on a monthly basis, is your target. So you want to be able to reach a level of investments that will pay you an annual income equal to your annual expenses currently. So that way you are not sacrificing anything in your own life for an early retirement. You will be retiring early, comfortable the way you are now. You could also go even a little bit further and have a little bit higher expenditure so that you can have an even more comfortable life in retirement. To me, basing your financial independence number off of your current expenditure feels organic. It's not forced, and it should allow you to be comfortable going into that early retirement.